Good morning, family. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
It's a beautiful day today. It looks like it's going to be a little hot today. So, anyways, welcome to Living the Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Our Sunday service is on the first, second, and the third of each month. Please turn off or silence your cell phones as we do not want them interrupting the service. My name is Minister in Training Avery Babon, and I will be chairing the service for today. We have coffee and bottled water available. And
No, we don't. No.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
I forgot about that. We do not have
I
bottled
did not bring water. So there's a fountain out there.
But we do have coffee and plenty of hot chocolate. And the restrooms are available for you at the next building to the right as you go out the door. We welcome you to browse our selection of library books in the back.
There's some great books out today. Edgar Casey, I recommend checking them out. They're really good.
All right. Edgar Casey, isn't he a famous poet?
Edgar Casey is the most well-researched subject in the world. He was born in 1940, died in 45, and he is out of Virginia Beach. He was a seer, very spiritual, and in his sleep state dictated many materials which the authors later have compiled into these books.
My Lord, you would think I would know about that.
Most well-researched.
Yeah, you're talking to an expert. Yeah.
So we have a healing book in which you are welcome to add names of the people who you would like to receive healing. Opposite that page is where you can put names of those who have crossed over to the other side recently. We alternate between giving spirit messages and billet readings for each and every service. If you are new to billets, this is where you can ask a question of spirit written on a piece of paper and then folded 152,000 times. You then identify the paper with a personal symbol so that you know when your question is being read anonymously. You may do so between now and towards the end of our service. If you can't think of a question, you can just place a question on a question mark on the inside. So let's see, are there any special observances? Nope. Any birthdays? Want to recognize? Nope. And now let us all stand and sing the opening hymn. Please remain standing for the opening song, after the song for the invocation. And we will sing page 45. I feel like traveling on. And we'll skip verse. Oh no, there is no skipping verses.
Lord has been so good to me. I
After that song, how many people feel like traveling home? All right.
Not yet.
Not yet.
After the service.
Infinite Spirit, all-pervading love, you who are beauty, the light, and the wisdom of life, we pray that all of us are assembled here today may be responsive to the rays of spiritual light, that each heart may be open as a flower to the sunlight, and that in the expansion of love within, we may contact the realms of truth and power. Give to our waiting hearts the gift of understanding. Amen. You may now be seated. And now we'll read from the Declaration of Principles. Okay, we will now read from the Declaration of Principles. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomenon of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the Golden Rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes, proven remediation. So these are very powerful principles, and from my understanding, these principles have been changed.
Oh, years and years and years.
Years and years and years ago. Right? Well, I'm just trying to
Fine-tune.
fine-tune.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So the healing portion will be led by me, and I'm sorry. And a song will be led by Tim Mauro, and then the meditation will be led by Lynn. What's that? Lynn Roger. The older I'm getting, the more forgetful I'm getting. So, we have a healing book for those who are unable to attend the service. If you know someone you feel could use a healing and you have not done so, please add their name to the list now. As part of the healing service, we will be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I will then ask the spiritual healers to station themselves in the healing chairs and invite those of you who wish to receive a personal healing. If you would like a healing but have trouble getting to one of our healing chairs, please raise your hand, and a healer will come to you. Please be aware that healing is about. I heard something. Did somebody say something? Please be aware that healing is about working energies provided by Spirit, who has chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. In order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need to provide at least 3 affidavits. If you feel you have received some benefit of healing, we ask that you fill out one of the affidavits to help them. Currently, Charles, Lisa, Stephen, and Sandy need these affidavits. Okay.
So as I was telling Bob, benched from playing instruments for the next months or so, but my most important instrument I still have, vocal cords. The God in me greets the God in you. Namaste, namaste. The love in me greets the love in you. Namaste, namaste. The God in me greets the God in you. Namaste, namaste. The love in me greets the love in you. Namaste, namaste. We're all expressions of the one, yet each of us is still unique. Each one a piece of the puzzle, each making the world complete. The truth in me greets the truth in you. Namaste, namaste. The joy in me greets the joy in you. Namaste, namaste. We're all expressions of the one, yet each of us is still unique. Each one a piece of the puzzle, each making the world complete. The peace in me greets the peace in you. Namaste, namaste. The bliss in me greets the bliss in you. Namaste, namaste. We're all expressions of the one, yet each of us is still unique. Each one a piece of the puzzle, each making the world complete. The God in me greets the God in you. Namaste, namaste. The love in me greets the love in you. Namaste, namaste. We're all expressions of the one, yet each of us is still unique. Each one a piece of the puzzle, each making the world complete. The God in me greets the God in you. Namaste, namaste. Namaste, namaste. So
He wrote that.
if you like it,
All right, beautiful, very beautiful, even without the acoustics. All right, now we're going to recite the healing prayer found in the healing books, found on the very first page. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body, and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. And now I will ask the spiritual healers to take their place as the healing chairs are now open for those who wish to receive a hands-on healing. The healers will ask for permission for the laying on of hands and will only touch your shoulders. If you do not feel comfortable with someone touching your hands, touching your shoulders, please let the healers know and they will adjust themselves and make no contact. Hands are the focal points of spiritual energy coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift being shared, thinking of themselves as being restored by this action. And now, we will be hearing a meditation by the lovely Lynn.
All right. Let's take a deep breath. Draw in the creative force of the universe, the creative forces. Remembering, as Edgar Casey said, we all have our own way of searching for God. I know that there are different ways that we see the Creator. To some it's the Father, Mother, God. To some it's the universe. It depends on your place in consciousness. But the Hindu teachings teach us that all the roads and all the ways lead to the same top of the mountain. We're going to hear about spiritualism today, and we had a song about the other side of life, where we're traveling, 2 songs. So I wonder if we can envision for a moment a loved one who isn't living at this time. Someone who's not living right now. Someone you love very much. A human being, an animal friend, an angel. And let's say their name in our mind 3 times. Because there is no time, there is no space, and you can connect with someone on the other side very easily by closing your eyes, using the law of subjective attention. So I'm thinking of my husband, and in my mind, quietly, I'm going to say Joe, or Joseph, or his whole name. Let's each do that, and then listen for a minute. After you say it, you may feel something. Maybe just a thought comes through your mind, or a picture, or an image. Just let it be there. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe it's a feeling. So let's begin by communicating with the other side. Take a deep breath, leaving the higher power around us for protection. And let's take a moment to do this quietly. Ready? Begin. Now you've taken a moment with a loved one. You can see how easy it is. All you have to do is get in a quiet place and say their name inside your mind 3 times. Let's take a moment to just remember the feeling of what our loved one conveyed, because we want to bring that back to our regular consciousness as a comfort and as a tool. Let's think of what our loved one conveyed. All right, so we release the communication. We continue to talk together and envision the other side of life. So I'm going to let you for a moment go on a guided meditation to the other side of life, but each of us has our own way of viewing it. Let's imagine a place, a state of consciousness, different from the one in our physical body, but where we still have our body in the form of light. Imagine being in a place that you consider very safe and very wonderful. Perhaps it's a state of consciousness where you're with someone or many that you have loved here. Imagine that for a moment. A place of grace. We do have a healing chair open. Imagine this place of grace. Know that when you're deeply asleep, you visit the other side. When you meditate, you visit the other side. So this is somewhere we visit, even between our time on the other side of life. Imagine what to you is the state beyond this one. Each of us has the right and the inner knowing to see it in our own way. perhaps you can think of also a wonderful moment in this life where you felt great peace, great aliveness, great sense of wonder and safety. Imagine that there is a place. Some call it heaven, some call it the other side. Is it a state of consciousness? Is it another dimension? As spiritualists, we explore this together. Imagine being on the other side of life in a deep dream, coming back afterwards to your conscious life. And just take a moment and imagine what the other side of life could be. Feel it, sense it for just a moment. Now let's take a moment to come back gently and to stay in a restful, peaceful consciousness. You can remain for a bit with eyes closed, just letting yourself drift and dream, and know that when we come together, we can touch that heavenly consciousness, which gives us a lift for the rest of our daily lives. Just take a moment to linger and to enjoy that as we complete this meditation. Know that you can return to this peaceful state. You can communicate with a loved one simply by calling their name 3 times in your mind. You can notice the times that in your life synchronistic experiences occur where somehow the memory of your loved one comes up for you more than once, and you know in those moments that loved one is sending you their love. Edgar Cayce said that love goes far beyond what we call the grave. Again, love goes far beyond what we call the grave. And we know that that communication with loved ones on the other side is a gift. It could be that you've lost a pet whom you loved. It could be a loved one. But since love goes far beyond what we call the grave, there is no separation. You are one by the Spirit of love. And by the kindness and compassion that you show on earth, you enter a heavenly state as you give and serve and allow the creative forces to move through you. You have the little miracles of life. The subtle guidance in the case and reading said that can become the greater support and part of your life. And we're here to study that at Living in Light. Thank you.
All right. So, now I'm going to read from the tribute to those who have crossed over. And now allow me to read from the healing list again. If there are names that I have not called out and you wish to add anybody on that list, you may do so now. And at this time, I'd like to read from the, I'd like to send healing energies to the children of the earth, emergency responders, doctors and nurses, and also those who are in need. And now this concludes the healing portion of our service. Healers are free to sit. When they are done performing, they're healed. And now I'd like to remind you that some of our healers are training to become commissioned healers and retire at least a minimum of 3 affidavits as part of their requirement. If you receive a beneficial healing, we ask that you fill out an affidavit for their benefits, which we have available. Thank you very much. And now I believe we're going to have another song from, no?
Eric is going to
Oh, Eric.
play it according to his song. Play it on the keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready here? Are you playing your song now?
Yes. Oh, okay. Cool.
Did you write the song, Eric? Eric composed
Oh,
the song.
hey.
So Eric, you played that.
I played it.
And you wrote it.
And you wrote it?
Yeah. This is Tim wrote this song.
Amazing.
Very, very nice.
It's called Fantasy and Sea.
Wow. That's fantasy what?
Fantasy and Sea.
They did.
TFC.
I wish we could have CDs of some.
I love that. All right.
They're oddly.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce the speaker today, which is Reverend Ingold, who comes to us from our church. And before we hear from him, we will be hearing Tim's song again. No, I'm just joking. I mean, Eric's song again. Let's actually hear In the Sunlight of Today, page number 11.
What page?
Page 11.
Is that all verses?
All verses. It says all verses. Or it doesn't say that. No skip. Let's march and never weary, never falter by the way. Let's make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. Let's make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. Let us cast the hand that smiles us and go and away. On the earth never rises in the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. Let us make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. Let us hear each other smile, running as if the ripples sway. Looking for the bright tomorrow in the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. In the sunlight of today. Let us make the world more cheery in the sunlight of today. Now I'd like to introduce you guys to my father, Reverend Father. Daddy.
Son. Okay. Well, I'm giving the talk today. This is actually part 3 of something that's been ongoing for a while. It's Lessons from the Afterlife. This is the last installment. This is based on communications from the other side. A few years ago, Sandy and I had attended a Ghostbusters, of all things, psychic fair. And there was a medium there by the name of Irma Slage. She specialized in automatic writing. And she was selling the book Phases of Life After Death. And it covers a broad spectrum of tidbits shared by spirits who came through to her. So it's a collection in this book. So I wanted to share some of the information in that. A spirit becomes a spirit guide when the task is assigned to them, and I've been told that when I cross over, it's going to be my option whether I want to become a spirit guide or not. So that was some information leaked to me by the spirit world. Such was the case of a man who was assigned such a task 5 months after his own passing to a boy that had not yet been born. As he describes it, these two will be bonded together until that life ends. He was there to witness the birth of this baby boy and was relieved when it was over because our births are very traumatic events. It's not like when we pass. When we cross over, it's like, whoop, we're over there. But coming in, it's kind of tough. It's kind of hard on us, which is probably a good thing that we don't remember when we were born. The spirit guide communicated with the boy when he sleeps to show him what was learned that day and what was going to be learned the next day. Then during the boy's conscious hours, the guide is not allowed to let him know that he's being watched. No communication is allowed to take place. The reason for this is that the boy must be able to make his own decisions in life. And if his guide were to do that, he wouldn't be living his own life. It's like he'd be living just like, oh, I need to go over here. It's like, I need to go over here and do this. Should I do it? Yes. Okay, I'm going to do this. Should I do this thing? Yes. Well, now you're not doing your own life. You're not living your own life. It's like somebody's telling you, do this, do that. What's the point? What's the point of living a life if you're being directed at every step? So there are rules that are in place. Another spirit describes his assignment with an infant girl. They have known each other for a long time before her birth. When she sleeps, her spirit joins with him in what appears to be at the age of 35, even though she's this little infant girl. And then when she returns to her body, it's back to being that infant child again. And in general, spirits are allowed to communicate with babies while they are conscious until they start talking. Then they must withdraw so the baby doesn't give them away. So I guess that's also part of the learning cycle. It's like, as the parents learn, oh, something's going on here, the spirits are guiding our lives. It's like, no, it's like we think that we're doing it on our own until we get smart enough to realize something else is going on. But that's a self-discovery. When my own father crossed over, we were told by a medium that he had recreated a home that he and his mom shared. We assumed it was the home that he had lived in with his mom with our mom for 22 years, but were surprised to learn that it was their most recent home, and they'd only lived in it for a couple of years. So we thought that after 22 years of all these memories, he would want to recreate that home. But that's not the case. It's the most recent events that he wanted to remember. A spirit talked about his home that he loved. While living, progress built up around him with big stores surrounding his home, and he had been approached many times to sell his home, but he refused. Finally, he crossed over, and his son sold the house to a developer, and in short order, a new store was erected on that spot. Being in spirit, this man was able to return to that spot and see his home from the time that it existed. So it's not a store anymore, it's what he sees as that home. And it's locked in that time that no one else can see. He can bring spirit visitors with him to visit that home as it was, not the way things are now. One spirit explains that he returns to the earth, to the place he used to live in. There's a new family living there now. His wife, now also in spirit, has warned him that he spends too much time on that earthly house and is afraid that someone sensitive enough will detect his presence. But he doesn't care. Notice the difference of opinions, even in the afterlife. So we carry with us our personalities over to the other side, and if we have stigmas or something there that are kind of stuck with us, we kind of keep those with us, even though we're in a more elevated spiritual presence. One spirit explained that he returns to earth, to the place he used to live in, and there's a new family living there now. Oh, wait, I just said that, I'm sorry. I had been told by a previous church that we all appear around the age of 30 on the other side, and this has been confirmed by other mediums. But we have the ability to take on the semblance of any life that we live and at any age we wish to be, whatever we feel comfortable with. So being stuck at age 30, that's not really true. And this has been confirmed in our own seances that we hold. We hold weekly seances, and that information came through. So being stuck at 30, that's not really the case. We could be whatever age you want to be, young, old, somewhere in between. On the subject of learning, on the other side, we endeavor to grow until we reach a level in which we earn the right to move on up to a higher level, a higher plane of existence. From that level, we are equipped to do more in helping others. And to graduate to a higher level, we must study our past lives and continue to add experiences until that goal is reached. Once we reach that next level, we no longer need to learn the lessons in such a dramatic way, but we are still learning. And the lower level, it seems, is a little harder, the task is a little harder than in the upper levels. One of the barriers to learning is that we put fences to protect ourselves, and in doing so, we block out everyone. We block people away from us, which prevents us from interacting with others, and so we don't get those different experiences, and we're not elevated. We aren't learning things like that we should. Think of hermits. Hermits that want to live alone, away from everybody. They don't elevate very far. They don't get those experiences that are needed. When we arrive on the other side, we are taken to a place where we review our past lives and experience events from a perspective of others, not our own, but from other people and the influences that we had on them. On completion of this review, we may be guided to understand everything that we just saw. Another spirit is usually there to help with this and that knowledge, for they have already been through those lessons. So they know what's going on. They've been through the ropes. It's like now they're just bringing others up to speed. Once we have achieved that level of learning, it may be us that turn around and guide others that are following behind us. Some spirits describe what happens after the life review. We may enter a room of light that will heal any troubles we may still have from our past. We may feel guilt over the pain that we have inflicted on others, and this light heals those thoughts. Reflecting on the times that we have fought with our loved ones, and we've all done it, can give us sorrow, and this light takes that away. One spirit cautions us how to live while on earth and not follow his mistakes. In life, he created his own self-importance. He followed money and power. He surrounded himself with influential, important people, and he lied to others in order to get his way. Lying came so easy to him without any remorse for what he was doing to others. He could get away with his actions and not be caught, or so he thought. Once he crossed over, he could not lie to others, as thoughts are an open book to everyone, all spirits. The importance he placed on himself was suddenly gone. What he considered to be success on earth was now a hindrance. In his life review, he was surprised at how many people he had hurt. Now he must live with that pain he inflicted on others for a time. All is not lost, however, for the people that were on the receiving end of his deception had to go through those pains for their own lessons of spiritual evolvement. So things are done so efficiently. When we come down here, there's a reason for everything that we do. And it helps other people as well. Spirit guides can infuse us with information through dreams or feelings or even a voice in our heads if they are allowed. We might be going through a hard time and need a nudge to keep us on track. And sometimes it is not enough, and physical phenomena must be used. In an example, a daughter had died and her mother was grieving for a long time. It was becoming unhealthy, and intervention was needed. The daughter had tried to infuse her mother with thoughts that she was happy, but it wasn't working. So she summoned up the energy to cause her pitcher to fall off the table. As her mother went to retrieve the fallen pitcher, the daughter made the lights blink on and off. The daughter then placed her hand on the mother's shoulder, making sure that she could feel it. Now the mother was receptive to her daughter's thoughts to realize that she was okay, and grieving was not necessary. In my own life, the lights in my kitchen started blinking after my father had passed. And it was like, this was unusual. It was like, I kept on doing it, and I was thinking, something's wrong with the lights. And then the thought occurred to me, Dad, is that you? The light stopped, and they never happened again. Later, when I had a reading from a medium, she confirmed that, yeah, that was your father that had done that. A gentleman spirit explained his experiences. He talked about his transition to the other side at the age of 35, which he thought was too young. His chart told him that this was planned. It was even written in the files of another person this person had been driving so fast around a corner to get in an accident with this gentleman. It was also written that his mother would come to greet him in spirit. She showed him his file to show that yes, indeed, it was his time. She led him to his life review and then to the room of lights for healing. She then took him to a place where he could see all the people that he had ever known. After what seemed like so much time had passed, he was to go back to the scene of his accident, and were surprised to see that there was still a crowd gathered around the scene, and his body was just being taken away by ambulance. So time is different on the other side. I wanted to share this last story because alcoholism appears to be such a waste, but there are reasons behind everything. The spirit of a man shared his alcoholic tale of when he died in a hospital bed. His journey began at a young age, having inherited the drinker's legacy from his mother's side of the family. Notice that he had to have an experience of alcoholism, and this was a way in order to make sure that he would get it. The disease was inherited in that life as planned. He never felt so alone as when he drank, or so unhappy as the disease took hold of him. He knew that it was killing him, but he did not have the power to stop. At the end, his 2 daughters were with him then, and his wife had given up. Spirit helpers presented him with a review of his past life, and he learned that every life is precious, even his own. He could see his 4 children and saw that they were going to be okay. He had to pay a debt of karma. The debt was to himself and for those around him. He brought problems to everyone, but it was meant to be, for his kids in turn were repaying their own karma. We are all on earth to feel. We learn from pain, and this father had been a great teacher. In his next life, this father will be giving back a lot. He will be helping people, and some will wonder why he was helping them when they were so bad to him at first. He won't know why on a conscious level, but he will look forward to seeing in his life review from that life that he has not hurt others. Hurting others only hurts us. Instead, he will see the peace that he brought to others. And I wanted to make sure that this story was included to show that the destructive lives in some are planned for a greater purpose. Do not judge others too harshly. What you see them do may not be a free choice, but a repayment for a past deed. This father is a better person today for what he went through. No life is without a reason. No life exists without a contract, which is all about interacting with others. And just interact with others so that we can also progress and move up to a higher level. So, thank you.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Very good to know. So now it's time for the love offering. We now ask for donation to our church collection basket. This money goes towards the rent of this space and any other expenses that we incur. Your gift is greatly appreciated. Interesting to think what was on there. Oh, hey, Eric?
Yeah. No. He's got
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, I can take that in there as a reminder.
Let's
Explain.
Oh.
You don't know?
No,
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
The basket is being passed around, and there's a business card in there that has 2 QR codes on there. Some people don't feel comfortable paying with cash, and so we do have Zelle and PayPal. And you can scan the QR code on your phones in order to help make a donation. That will just happen online. No money will be changing hands. So that's what I wanted to share.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Eric.
Infinite Intelligence, we thank you for allowing us to gather and share your spiritual knowledge today with this collection. We will be able to continue to our spiritual growth. We will continue to share your gifts bestowed upon us with others. Let this offering be a sign of our dedication to your church. Let it help us carry out the message of spiritualism. Let your light continue to reach us today, to reach us. Amen. And speaker for the next service is me. I hope you all enjoy that. All already have a thought of what it is that I'm going to talk about.
Oh, wait a minute, maybe that's
That
not
is?
true. That might not be right. That was
It's a surprise. So you guys have to be here on this day.
Next speaker is me.
Oh wait, what?
Eric. It's Eric.
Oh, it is.
It's
Oh,
Eric.
I'm sorry. So
That was scratch paper.
sorry about that. My apologies. Oh, don't leave! Don't leave! So after Eric will be who? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out after that. I'm sorry. I'm making you
There's the
extra.
schedule.
I'm speaking on the tarot.
Good days.
Avery, I'm speaking on the tarot.
On the tarot.
Tarot cards.
Oh, tarot cards. Okay. Anyhow, membership dues.
Due by the end of the month.
Membership dues are due by the end of this month, so please make sure you send that in. Many readings are available after service. And that's from me. Okay, many readings from me.
If
How
you're
much?
available.
If I'm available. We can accept donations through PayPal or our website and also through Zelle. Email address is office@lilchurch@gmail.com. Really quickly, before we go on, I want to share a funny story. So I'm also a mechanic. I work on cars, my own car, and also on other people's cars because they know that I work on cars. So the funny story was, we had a friend of mine, we were working on my friend's sister's car. And we were doing oil change and a brake job. So the oil change went smooth. The front brake job went smooth. And we decided, okay, let's change the back brakes. The back brakes didn't go so well. We were trying to push the pistons in for the back brakes. And all of a sudden, trying to push those in, they didn't want to go in. They refused to go in. And when we tried to push them in, since they refused to go in, we were forcing it. The piston, the piston thing, the piston pusher thing that I have, it bent, and we thought we were actually pushing the piston in, but when we pushed it back, that caliper pusher was bent like a U shape. And so me and my friend, we were busting up laughing, and it was so hilarious. So anyways, that was my funny story I wanted to share with you guys. Anyway, now is billet reading time.
Sounds frustrating.
There's 6.
Lynn,
Yes.
are you going to participate?
Okay.
I will go ahead and have Lynn do,
So there's 6 of us, so I guess we do 2 each.
yeah, two each.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. This is an image of many hearts. Many hearts. Not to worry. Something good is coming out of a situation for you. Healing, blue-green colors of healing are in your aura to heal body and emotions. Something positive or sweet with regards a child. I guess so. The answer must be yes, because we already got the message. But yes. Okay. How many do you take? Fold. I don't know if 2 are in 1, no. Okay, this is 3 hearts. Hearts seem to be in the air today. Take a gentle tone when you're in a situation where there's a problem. Take a gentle tone listen within. You are being given messages even in life's problems. Green also surrounds you. It's a different green, the green of nature. Nature is helpful to you now, to walk in, to have life foods. The green helps you. I'd say yes, because it's another form of green, in your life. So the answer is yes, especially as you do the things recommended to you.
Oh, wow, this one really stands out. We have I'm picking this one up, it has a concentric circle and an arrow going through it. Almost looks like an Indian symbol. I am seeing a piece of wood, a sheet of wood that has like lacquer or shellac on it, but the lacquer is kind of running down the face of it, so it's sticky, it's messy, it's like putting syrup on there, it's like it's sticky and tacky, it's a mess. Because you need to clean that up. So there's something messy going on with this. Excuse me. I am getting a feeling that you need to go to somebody else. It just came to me, it's like, I don't feel comfortable with the way things are going with this particular person. You need to switch, find someone else. Because it's sticky, it's tacky, because you want a nice clean slate to work with. Nice clean chalkboard. And I think a nice fresh perspective, just fresh, a change, something different. So we can come at it at a different angle. The problems that you come at it, your problems from a different angle. So that's the message that I got. Boy, we're going through these fast.
Yeah, we really are.
I'm going to do the little one now. Got two big ones, I'm going to do the little one. Oh, more hearts, more hearts. 2 hearts. This one's 2 hearts. Someone's giving a toast. They're raising their glass high to give a toast. But it's not a toast to people around them. It's like a toast to spirit. It's a toast to God. It's a toast to the sun. It's a toast to the sky, high up. Someone's giving a toast with a goblet of water. It's not even wine. It's a goblet of water. A toast. In recognition. In recognition of the higher powers. Yes. I was kind of surprised, but this toast is actually part of the answer because you're celebrating. You're celebrating. Things went well. Things went very well. You're thanking the spirits for how well things went. I see some fringes on the edge, but when you're on vacation, you don't care about things like that. It's like you want to be in a good mood. You want to do the good things. So it's going to be a success. Fringes on the edge, things that might not be as nice. It's like they just fall to the wayside because you're having such a good time with this, going in a straight line towards what you want. Refreshing yourself, having new experiences, and a tribute with the glass. So yes, that's going to go well. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay, I'm back up here again. Oh my God, this is all about hearts today, it looks like. Everybody loves hearts. It's all about love, right? It's all about love. It was funny because I was sitting there and I was singing the song, Two of Hearts. Okay, so guess what? I was singing Two of Hearts, and guess what this is? Two of Hearts. Two of Hearts. Wow, I was singing Two of Hearts. So let's see what this is. Just makes me laugh thinking about how I was singing Two of Hearts. The thing that came up to me was Two of Hearts. There's a gentleman that's coming up, and he's coming up very close. He's just like, bam. He's kind of looking at me in the eyes. And it's almost like he has a message for you. He wants me to tell you that he wants you to know that you are loved. And for you to keep going. And for you to stop. Okay, he's putting up his hand. Hold our hand. So it's almost, I don't know if this is stop or if this is stand in place. Okay. Then he's nodding his head yes. So there must be a question that you're asking where he is saying yes about. Nothing negative. And you are loved. And he backs away, love and blessings to this person. And you have your answer. I bet this one is hearts, yeah. I love it. Hearts and hope. Hearts and hope. Okay. A doctor comes with this one. So this is like a doctor guide. And he comes to me, so this is a doctor guide, mind you. So nothing for you to really be concerned about. I feel some tension with you as I touch in with this card. You actually are carrying a lot of tension with you, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. So what he does is he's got that white coat on, and he comes with a big giant smile, and now he's putting on these blue gloves. Okay. Sorry about the theatrics there. All right. And he's checking your heart. He's checking your heart. Not that you have any heart issues. But he wants to make sure that you are feeling okay and that you are calming down and that you are not absorbing all that stress and anxiety that you've been having and feeling. Because there's been a lot of that with you. There's been a lot of that tension. You're okay. Again, I'm seeing the nodding of the yes. I keep wanting to go back to everything is okay. Okay, God bless you. Just know that the answer is everything is okay. God bless you. Okay, well, thank you very much. That is the end of the. There's no more. I wouldn't read my own billet. All right, love and blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you for all the mediums who have participated. And now for the benediction. O God of peace, before we part, send kind angels to each and every heart, especially those who are feeling anxiety and stress. Lead us, we pray, with loving hands until we reach the summer land. Love and blessings. I love you all. And now, until next week. Oh wait, not next week. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. We have to go to May.
Oh, yeah, till May.
May 3rd. Eric.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.